Ask Lou is brought to you by Ace Hardware, delivering helpful hardware service since 1924. Ace, the helpful place.
Hi Lou, I'm Jack from Sussex, New Jersey, and I have a home from 1938, and I have two problems with my walls. Mainly they're made of plaster, and I noticed probably the previous owner had used joint compound to fix some of the cracks, so that's falling out left and right. And I have some fuzzing from where we had some water damage. How do I repair my plaster walls?
Jack, in a perfect world, you want to fix plaster with plaster, but it's a little bit involved. You can get the same results if you take your time using some joint compound, fiber mesh tape, and a taping knife. Scrape away any loose material, do a little bit of sanding. Then, over the area where you say it's a little fuzzy, use some of that fiber mesh tape. It's self-stick. It'll go right on top of the wall. Put the joint compound over the top of that, let that dry, maybe a couple of coats, sand it, prime it, paint it, you're done. Here's an email from Kevin. On our front door, I've started to notice light coming in from the lower side of the door, on the lock side. How do we go about fixing this? With winter coming up, we don't want to be heating the outside and have drafts. Kevin, there's a good chance that the threshold on the bottom of your door is adjustable. If you open it up, the part that's on the floor, you may see some screw heads there. If you use a screwdriver and loosen it, it'll raise up and seal better to the bottom of the door. Now, if there are other areas where you see light, add some weather stripping. Your local hardware store has a wide variety of options for you. Some are self-stick, some you nail in place. This will help seal up the door and keep you more comfortable as winter approaches. Here's a question from George in Alabama. My water sometimes smells like chlorine. All right, George, what I'm unclear about is whether you have city water or well water. If you have well water, you want to get a well contractor to come out and do a water test and find out what's going on with the quality of the water that's in the ground. If you have city water, they're supposed to issue a report as to what chemicals they're putting in that water on an annual basis, and you can go ask them about what chemicals they're putting in the water and does that vary throughout the year, which could be what's causing that odor.